Hello everyone, Sat Keval Sahib. I, Prashant Chauhan. I work in Param Guru Pathshala English Medium School, Sarsa. Today, I am going to start a new chapter of Organization of Commerce and Management, Standard 12th Commerce. Principles of Management. Under that, the topic should be covered Introduction, Meaning, Concept and Nature. Nature, that is characteristics. Let's start with the weightage. Weightage of this chapter is 6 mark. The questions are asked in the section A 1 mark 1 question, section B 2 mark 1 question and section C 3 mark 1 question. That is total 6 marks. No options are given in this chapter. So total 6 mark chapter is there. Sometimes the particular statement is there in section B or C and sometimes short note is there. Later on we will discuss about the different type of the points. Let's start with the introduction of this chapter. Management is an activity carried out since centuries. We already discussed basic information about management. Management is from so many years, right? Decades. So when we look up at the history, we can see elements of management in various activities. So not only in the different type of the business. At present it is always in different type of the businesses, but also in past it was there in different elements, right, of the management in various fields. During the rule of the Chandragupta Maurya, that is Chandragupta Maurya and Chhatrapati Shivaji in India, one can see the proper use of management in the policy of war strategy. So they were at that time using this type of the management related concepts or principles in the war for the strategy of war. So simply it was used before so many years, we can say, right? That is respectively used in the different ways. So several management gurus, we can say experts, thinkers, ideologists and authors have periodically, time to time, render and gave new principles, new different type of the principles through evaluation and reconsideration of management concept. So they gave different type of the concept related to management. We are at present taking the benefits of the different thinkers, their own ideology in our routine daily business units. So simply the history of the concept of management is very ancient, as I told you earlier, and has been changed periodically. So from last so many years, I easily tell you that so many years, that is the short information, so many decades, right? The ideology of management has been presented through different forms of approaches, right? So various management gurus, we can say that experts from Frederick Taylor to Henry Fayol, the best gurus of the management, Gilbert, Max Weber, Chester Bernard, Peter Abdrucker, another guru, and also from India, C.K. Prahalad, played an important and very vital role in rendering or giving the various principles and concepts to make it as per the era. As per different type of the era, right? They gave the different type of the thoughts to us. Harold Kunz, that is one of the Kuntajan order. Harold Kunz has held the ideology, gave the particular ideology of management as jungle. Right? One more question is there. You can easily write down the answer. Who gave the concept or ideology of management as jungle? Harold Kunz. And Harold Kunz gave the or held the ideology of management as dash, that is jungle. So here it is the introduction. Now moving towards the meaning. Principles of management plays a role of guide, a guider, right? We can say a guide or direction for the managers. Manager, that means here management. So in fact the principles of management are not the rules, right? It is not rules. There are not rules. It is only the sum and substance, right? Simply. So principles of management are not rules. Keep in mind, it is only the sum and substances of the assumptions. Here we have to assume, make some assumptions about the different type of the work. Also traditions. We have to follow the different role of the traditions, right? Social traditions and other the business is there. We have to accept all these things, and also experience of the different thinkers. So here principles of management is not rule. It is the sum and total of the assumption, traditions and experiences. So we can easily put into practice, right? Rules are there. Without rules business will not run, but we have to put these principles of the management in our routine business life. That is totally depend on assumption, traditions and experiences. So different management gurus Here the guru's word is used by the author, right, for the particular standard 12, right? That is the thinker, that is the one person who has some particular basic knowledge about that. We can say scholars are there. So gurus have obtained conclusions in different situation and it has been proven practical. So by the particular expertise of these gurus, they gave this type of the meaning of that principles of management, right? So that is practically acceptable by everyone. So as per the particular execution, right, people got perfect results as well. So when you put into practice, execution is done, perfect results are available. So these principles have become the part of the management procedure for the business unit, right? So all are the parts of the business unit, right? So principle are one part of the business unit, so we have to accept that one as a routine principle. Now another basic information about this one, we can say it's a one type of the information regarding the principle of management, and you can write down as a meaning of this one. See, in a business unit, some rules and principles are might be formed in relation to the human behavior. The principle of management is directly connected with human behavior. So all the rules and principles are might be formed in relation to human behavior. See, in starting I told you that it is not rule, but here some of the information given by the author that units have to accept some rules and principles, right, for the connection with the human behavior. So the achievement of goal becomes easy, right? So you can easily put the particular information into practice, right, and your goals become easy, right? And by doing so, you can utilize that goals as a particular information. See, here it is. So the achievement of goal becomes easy. So these principles are called as the principles of management, right? So it is directly connected with human behavior. The human behavior must be positive. They have to work towards the achievement of goals. We already discussed in the chapter first. That is the meaning. So if the meaning is there, you have to write down the particular meaning, right? Principle of management, or you can write down this one. Okay. Now concept. It should be understood in a simple manner. Management is a combination of art and science. No need to say, we already discussed in detail. As a science, it is natural to have different type of the principles in it, right? In science, principles are there. So principles of management are not rigid, right? It is not rigid as the pure science, right? Yes, but it is, or they are flexible. So simply you can say science is a natural to have different principles in it. Principles of management is not rigid as the pure science. They are flexible. All are flexible. So you can change anytime, right? Anywhere. So the principles of management have direct relationship with human behavior. I told you earlier, right? It's a direct relationship with the human behavior. So they have directly connected with the our behavior, means human behavior. So you can use this in a routine life. So thus by making required changes, there is a scope of additional new principles. See, here it is the most important thing. Direct relation, that is the simple. Our behavior is connected with the principles of management, and that principles of management is connected with our business, right? But by making required changes, there is a scope of additional new principles. So that new principles are important for us, right? So human behavior and technology, right? It is also important. Human behavior and technology are such factors which are changes periodically. See, changes are always made, right? If you want to increase the particular work, the production, the profit, you have to accept the technology, right? And that technology and your human behavior, both the factors which changes periodically, you have to change yourself as per the technology. So thus the changes take place in the principles of management to cope up with the new changes. So that is the thing. Just keep in mind the direct relationship of human behavior. Here it is, right? So that is human behavior and technology. Also, we can say principles of management are the detailed and perfect guidelines. You can also write down this information in the concept and meaning, right? Principles of management are the detailed and perfect guidelines for decision making and its implementation. So if you will take this benefit of the principles of management, you can able to make it into principle of management to the routine work, right? So that is the decision making and implementation, right? Next one. As per the principle of management, the capability of employee, here employee means all the workers or the employees are included, could be increased through various encouragements. So it is a positive thing. It is a one type of the motivation when the principles of management are there, right? So it will increase the capacity. So by default it is connected to efficiency, right? So we already discussed about the efficiency in the first chapter. So principle of management will increase the capability of employee, and directly it will increase the particular things, or that is the profit. So here it could be increased through various encouragements. So you will get the encouragement by putting the principles of management in your business. Taking one example, to consider his service, that means a person's service, that is employee service, years to make a decision about promotion of any employee. That means one person is working in the unit from 10 years, last 10 years, right? So that is taken as the promotion point, while another employee gets promotion by considering his capability in other unit. So that is a different thing. One person is getting the promotion by his experience, right? Another person is getting the promotion by his capacity, right? So that is depend upon it will encourage the worker to work more. It is the basic funda of that principle of management. Now it is very important to understand the difference between the principle of management and the technology. I already gave information about that two things. Here it is. The difference between principle of management and techniques of management. So how it is differ from each other. Methods or techniques are the steps taken to achieve the targets. So when you are taking the benefits of the different techniques, it is completely to achieve your targets, your goals, right? While the principles are the guidelines, right, for the decisions. So it is very important to take the decision for the completion of your target. So your particular principles are guidelines for the decision, so which have been taken during the implementation of the techniques. So if you want to put the techniques into the practice, you have to take the benefit of that guidelines, and guidelines is coming through the principles of management. So here both are different things, right? The guidelines for the decisions, for that principles are required. So if you want to take the benefit of these principles of management, right, you can easily put the different techniques into the practice. And without technology, without techniques, no business will run for a longer time period. First thing. Second thing, difference between the principles of management and values like techniques. So here values are acceptable or preferable, right? Valuable person, valuable thing, valuable goods, valuable different quality goods are there. So that acceptable and preferable, so it is it relates with the morality. You know that one, good and bad for a particular thing, work, man, right, person. Morality, your morality must be in a positive way. So also morality word itself a good thing. So morality, while the principles are universal truth, right, like the different type of the universal truth, and also guidelines for the human behavior. Once again, the human behavior is there. So simple principle of management and values are different, and values are acceptable and preferable, while the principles are universal truth. So if it is there in 1 mark question, see this question, this particular point is never asked in the examination, regarding particular 2 mark or 1 mark. So it is important for your examination. Keep in mind, 2 mark, in 2 mark they will ask, or 1 mark also. So it is very important. Never they ask this type of the question. So it is important for the examination, right? That is highlight. Next one, and our main topic for the particular principles of management, that is the nature. We can say nature, scope, characteristics, features, right? Everything is same. So when this about the question is that you can write down this nature. See, principles of management are not rigid, but practical conclusion. If this one there in the examination or in question, you can easily write down the characteristics, right? It will be there in the statement type. These principles are the guidelines to perform a task. Principle will help you to perform a task, one work, and the task or every task relates to task and reason. Why the task is taken? To complete the particular work, and you will get the reason. You will get the final. So at the time of implementation of different tasks of management, such as planning, organization, direction, it provides guidelines to the manager for decision making. So once again, it is very helpful to the all function also. See, it is not only helpful to the manager or management, it is also helpful to complete the different type of the functions, right? So as per the expert opinion, right, one person, one expert is there. Mostly and most of the principles or these principles are truth, but are not absolute truth. So here author gives the double standard information to you, but it is acceptable that mostly principles are truth but are not absolute truth. So here the science is there. So when rule of the exception is also we have to accept that one, rule of exception. Sometimes we have to accept the things, and sometimes exceptions are there. So as per the above all the discussion, whatever there in the particular under the nature, regarding the principles of management, we can conclude with the some of the points, right? Starting with the first one, universal acceptance, very common point. We already discussed in the first chapter, universal. So principles of management are universally accepted. It can be applied to most of the business units. It is not for the one special unit, it is for all the business units. So whenever there is a need of human collective efforts, see, I highlight the points, right? Human collective efforts are there when people are working together. So management is there where all the people are working together in any business unit, right? And this principle is required in that stage. However, implementation of all the principle may change as per the type, form, activity and size of the business unit. One more question is there, right? Keep in mind, implementation of all the principles may change as per the type, form and activity, also the size of the business, but the principles of management can be applied to most of the business units. That's why it is known as, it is universally accepted. So thus the principle of management are comprehensive, right? And also it is universal. If one more question is there, why it is universally accepted? So it is for the all the businesses, that is the reason. Next one, the flexibility, that is flexible. Principle of management are not rigid conclusion, but it is flexible. If the question is there, you can write down under this one mark. As per the situation, when a manager requires, there is a scope for flexibility. You can change anytime this type of the principles. It is not, or that these are the not rules, so you can change. So when this principle do not seem to match in some situation, right? You put a particular position, a particular situation that so and so work is must be there, but that situation change, you have to change that one. So the manager is allowed to effect the change, right? So I highlight that one, get the change is there, effective changes or effect change is required. Taking one example, in large units, large business units, the principle of division of work, it will be there, this division of work in our chapter. So principle of division of work may be applied uniformly, right? A specialized person will work a special thing, right? But in small units, the principle of division of work may not be applied in same proportion, right? So division of proportion or division of work is there in our syllabus in this chapter, so I will discuss it in that one. But it's a simple thing. Okay, work will not be divided in the different field because the unit is small, but in big unit you have to divide the work. That is a flexibility, you have to change the particular principle. Next one, third one, general guidelines. Principles of management are the result of experiences that is gained by the different experts in a different situation. That's why I told you in the starting of that meaning, it's a sum and substances, that is the total of the different type of the assumptions, guidelines, right? Some of the different of the informations, right? Some instructions were also included, right? So that is depend upon that, that is the sum total of everything, right? So we can take that benefit. Traditions were there and experiences were there. So here also, so rules result of the different experiences and we are taking the benefit of the results. So at the time of the managing a business unit, that is disparate and complex problems will arise. When you are running a business, some of the problems are there, so you have to face that problems, and that disparate different problems or complexities are there. So the form of these issues may be different as per the unit. You are in the small unit, so your form of the difficulties or the problems are different than the big units, right? Wages, salaries are minor problems in the small business, but it is the major problems in the big units. So the disparate and complex problems are there. So here the form of these issues may be different as per the unit, which could not give similar result for each unit in all situations. So thus the principles of management could not be strictly applied for all unit, right? It is not strictly, see, these are the principles. The principles are always acceptable, but it is not strictly allowed for all, right? But can get desired results, right, by accepting the principles as only the guidelines and by using it in the favorable situation, right? And you will get the best result, and it can be said that this particular principles are very good, right? And if you are not get the results, that is not good. That is depend upon the mentality of the management, right? But general guidelines are there, okay? It is used in the favorable situation. Next one, based on the human behavior. Once again the same thing is there, I will repeat the thing, I am repeating the thing. As human being or human is at the center of the management, the principles of management may seem to have a big effect on human behavior. See, management is run by the human, it is not run by the robots. Robots are there for the industrial area and to do the work, but management is totally dependent on at the center management. In the center of the management, human is there. So principles of management may seem to have a big effect on human behavior. A psychological phenomena is there. Principle of management has direct relationship with the human behavior, and as the human behavior is psychological phenomena. right? And it is always there, that necessary to consider while implementing principle of management. So psychology must be there, right? When you will take the benefit of this type of the, or sometimes the losses are there, right? Regarding the particular principles of management, psychology matters. Next and last one, contingency. That is one of the uh, good element, right, to apply the principles of management. Achievement of goal can be made easier by unit with taking required decision through usage of these principles in certain unavoidable situation. Right? The usage of these particular principles, apply of this particular situation, and or unavoidable situation are there. So whenever this about the principles of management is there in any business unit, it is only to achieve the goal, and it can be easier through this one. It is directly not said that this type of the particular principles of management are very good, and by using that one you can easily achieve your goal. No, but it make easier, right, by one unit, and by taking the benefit of this one, and you can take the decision of that. So sometimes some of the unavoidable decisions are there. So at that time the decisions are maybe situation created, so you have to change that one. So such as to pay appropriate and reasonable wages to the employees. I already used this word reasonable, right? So it is beneficial for both the sides. So reasonable wages and salaries are given to the employees. So this criterion of being fair and reasonable depends upon the concern regarding necessity and contingency of the affecting factors. Right? It is applied when the unavoidable situation is there. Just change your mind, change the particular principle. It is flexible. I already discussed this one. Right? That is the end of the session. It seems it is completed within short time period, but no problem, we'll discuss the importance and other things in detail also. Some of the thoughts are there after this one. This chapter is very good and very important for a routine life also, so keep in mind this chapter. These are not only for to getting the marks, it is for the particular person who are not maybe sometimes following the rules regulations. They have to follow this one, these principles of management, right? Directly some of the best principles are there, right? That is by the Henry Fayol. Scientific management is also there. We'll discuss in this chapter. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.